You know, say every Jamaican pitney learn this from them granny. One lesson you never forget. Before you put on your shoe in the morning time, shake it out, make sure everything fine. Cause something they waiting at the door.
All right, let's get into it. Today we're diving deep into a creature that inspires this well. This really unique and powerful fear in Jamaica. It's a fear that is absolutely real, and it often starts with a very simple, almost instinctual habit. You know that feeling, right? That little voice in the back of your head that says, hey, maybe shake out your shoe before you put it on, just in case. Hold on, have you hit that subscribe button to this channel? If not, please do like the video. More reflection and learning for us all. Well, in Jamaica, that's not a feeling you ignore because what might be waiting inside for you. It has a name, and believe me, it has a nasty reputation. So what is this creature that's earned so much terror and, weirdly enough, so much respect? Well, in Jamaica, it's known simply as the 40-leg. So for anyone not familiar, the term 40-leg is Jamaican petty for a large centipede. And yeah, while the name says 40 legs, the actual number, it can be all over the place. But let's be real, when one of these things is darting towards you, nobody's stopping to count. We are not talking about some small little bug here. Oh no. The species you find in the Caribbean, the Scolopendra, is the largest centipede in the entire world. It can grow up to 12 inches long. That's the full length of a standard ruler. Just picture that for a second. In its resume, it's basically the stuff of nightmares. It is venomous, and it delivers that venom through a pair of modified front legs called force pules. It's incredibly fast and agile. It loves the dark, and get this, it's ancient. We're talking about a design that has been successfully terrifying other creatures for over 400 million years. So where does this really intense fear come from? You know, it's not just some old spooky story. It is grounded in something very, very real, a painful reality. This isn't just a little pinch or a sting. The descriptions from people who've been bitten are just visceral. This quote says it all. They describe it as fire, like someone pressed a hot iron against your skin and just held it there. That is a kind of pain you are never going to forget. And that initial agony is just the beginning. The venom can cause really bad swelling, fever, chills, even nausea and intense anxiety. People have even reported having scars from a bite that stuck around for years. And just to be absolutely clear, while a bite isn't usually deadly for a healthy adult, the danger is not zero. There's a confirmed case of a 4-year-old child in Venezuela dying from the venom of this exact species. So that grounds the fear in a legitimate, if rare, mortal danger. But the fear, it builds on more than just pain. It's about the psychological terror of where and when that bite can happen. The element of surprise is absolutely key here, because it's nocturnal and it's always looking for dark, damp spots. The 40-leg doesn't just stay outside. It invades our most personal, vulnerable spaces. We're talking inside our shoes, in our bedding, in our laundry baskets, even in our bathrooms. Now, as a boy, I remember Ernie cutting the yard. He was doing well until I hear him bawl out, "Oh, Lord." He grabbed his pants foot and then he held another part of the pants. You all know where, and shouted, 40-leg.
Every Jamaican pitney learned this from.
He then stamped on it. I am sure it was now dead. He shook the pants out and then realized it was not a 40-leg but a drummer roach. But that is the fear the 40-leg drives. In another case, I know of someone who did not shake out his shoes before putting them on. Once he arrived at work, he felt something moving, trying to move, inside his shoes. At first, he thought it was a roach. However, he began to wonder why a roach would be moving so forcefully, trying to wiggle with such power. He was on the production line and was unable to step away to check. When lunchtime came, he rushed to the restroom to see what the issue was. Subscribers and listeners, when he took off his shoes, he was in disbelief. It was a 6-inch, 40-legged insect wriggling in front of him. He used the same shoes to end the 40 leg. The only possible reason he was not stung could be that the insect had no space to move or to inject its venom. This is what makes it so terrifying. It completely violates our sense of safety at home. I mean, listen to this quote from a Jamaican biologist talking about something that happened recently. It's shocking, but it captures the absolute horror. A woman went to the bathroom, came back to bed, and was bitten by one of these things hiding in her underwear. It's just the ultimate violation of personal space and safety. And when you combine that unbelievable pain with that terrifying element of surprise, well, that's when you get to the final and maybe the most powerful layer of this fear. This is where the 40 leg stops being just a venomous pest and becomes a creature of legend. In Jamaica, there's an old proverb, never call 50 leg name. You just don't say its name out loud. And this isn't some casual warning. It points to a deep, almost superstitious respect for this thing. The belief behind that proverb is that the 40 leg is more than just an animal to speak its name, is to risk summoning it. Or even worse, you might offend a spirit, a duppy that's using the centipede's body as a temporary home. It's treated almost like a supernatural being. This duality is what makes its place in the culture so fascinating. On the one hand, it's a terrible omen, right? A supernatural threat. But on the other hand, it actually has a place in folk medicine. It captured 40 leg is often preserved in white rum, which creates this balm used for aches and pains. So it's both the source of the pain and bizarrely a part of the cure. So let's put all of these pieces together now. The physical pain, the psychological surprise, and the cultural folklore, and try to understand what this fear is really all about. When you look at all the evidence, you have to ask yourself, is this powerful generational fear actually irrational? Is it just an overreaction to a bug? And the answer is a pretty clear and simple no. This fear isn't a bug in the cultural software. It's a feature. When you get right down to it, the fear of the 40 leg is a highly functional survival mechanism. It's wisdom, not weakness. Every scary story, every single warning to shake out your shoes, that's generations of painful lived experiences, all compressed into a simple narrative that is designed to do one thing, keep you. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, right? Every culture has its own 40 leg, some creature or danger that carries this symbolic weight far beyond its physical threat. So what creature does your culture teach you to fear? And more importantly, what vital warnings are hidden inside those stories?
Before you put on your shoe in the morning time, shake it out, make sure everything fine. Cause something they waiting at the darkness, the air, with legs like fire and poison fish here. My granny tell me when me was just a youth, respect the 40 leg, that's the truth. It hide under bed, behind the curtain fold, ancient wisdom from the days of old. Shake your shoe, shake it out, shake your shoe before you step, shake your shoe. Granny know, fear wisely, it not superstition. Shake your shoe, shake it out, shake your shoe, check the bed, shake your shoe. Respect the thing 40 leg I teach with generation. It glide like shadow across the concrete floor, 12 inches long, maybe even more. You can't count the legs when it run in your way. Nocturnal hunter come out for play. The pain like fire press on your skin. Remember the mango basket me reaching. 6 years old a man catch flame. Life teach me I'm never the same. Shake your shoe, shake it out, shake your shoe before you step, shake your shoe. Feel wisely, it not superstition. Shake your shoe, shake it out, shake your shoe, check the bed, shake your shoe. Respect the thing 40 leg I teach with generation. Yeah. Every culture have them 40 leg. Australia spider make you beg. Africa scorpion sting so deep. Lessons that we ancestors keep. Story pass from mouth to mouth, north to south, east to west. This are how we encode the danger. Make the picnic them protect. Miss Ivy step on one back in a 87. Some say she still a walk crooked up to heaven. The story grow longer every time them tell. But that's how we keep each other well. Fear no weakness when it keep you safe. Wisdom from my ancient place. So when your foot reach for the shoe tonight, remember granny words and do it right. Shake your shoe, shake it out. Shake your shoe before you step. Shake your shoe, granny know. Fear wisely, it's not superstition. Shake your shoe, shake it out. Shake your shoe, check the bed. Shake your shoe, respect the thing. 40 leg I teach with generation. Oh, somewhere in your DNA, there's an ancestor who never shake them shoe. And them learn a lesson they never forget. The 40 leg teach them, and through them teach you. Respect the 40 leg.